Yeah, it definitely develops you as a
Yeah,
as a person, you know.
person because and that's why I always say, Keith, we we might see it as struggle, but we are blessed to be in a position where our minds were made to question themselves at such a young age that when you get to a point, you start seeing things as things, like what they're supposed to be. And life kind of pushes you to a point where you stop looking at external things. If it wasn't for food, eating, shelter, most of us wouldn't be even doing the things we do, you know?
I
We,
feel that exactly. I tell people all the time, if you try to attach your happiness to something outside of you, you're screwed.
but you are so screwed.
You've got to figure out how to be happy in any situation.
Yes. And that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. That we were blessed to, and that's why I always say it's a blessing because we were blessed to sit there in that struggle and make sure we find peace before we can move forward. Because when we don't, we're still gonna be in it. And that's the thing I always see as blessing because and for me it was something where because I always say, and sadly I used to think this. I'm like, if would I have been okay if it was like I didn't have siblings and parents and I went through that? Would that have been easier for me? You know, I always think like because I like would that would will I have an excuse to why I went through all of those things at the time? I used to think that way, right? And it was a question I always questioned myself with. But when I came to like think about it, I realized that sometimes it's not about it's not about the question of excuses, right? Because that was what I was looking for. But it's a question of what I've learned from it. And if it's something that has taught me that in this world we're always it's self-development from our oneself. Nobody else can bring that happiness towards us. Nothing can do it. Um, even if it seems plausible. Like you can be in a field of uh what's it, banana trees, but if you don't get up to go pluck them, you can't eat. That's how I seen it at the time.